See, whenever you are going to start the SolidWorks, this page is going to be open and you have to click on this icon for selecting the particular module that we are going to work in a 3D part modeling or in assembly or in drafting. Right now we are working in part modeling. So click on that part. This pop-up appears with different icons that are arranged. Actually, these left and right icon, these actually populated by me as per my use. You can also remove or add these icons, which are also available at the top of the ribbon. The tools which I covered in the last lecture, 2 lectures, that is these 5 tools which are used for material adding or creating a part which has a material. If you want to remove material from a particular part of a particular component, then these other 6 tools are used for removing material as per our need or as per design criteria. Now, whenever we are going to focus on designing different parts with respect to our uh, need or necessity, so there are few modifications that is required after creating or adding or removing material from the solid geometry. For that, these around 5, 6, 7, 8 tools are available in the SolidWorks ribbon, which are used for bending edges, creating round, creating corners, copies of a component for multiple copies as per our different methods that are available in linear pattern. If we want to support two vertical faces with each other with the help of ribs, the ribs command is there. If you want to draft, means you want to change the diameter of a component with respect to its center and top part, then there is draft command that is available. Somehow if you create a solid part and then you need to create a hollowness within that part, then this shell command. If you want to write something on a part as per your requirement, then this is a wrap command. If you want to cut a solid object with the help of a surface, then this intersect command is used. And if you want to mirror a particular whole component from one side to another side, then this mirror command is available. These are few tools that is useful for creating datums, that you can create a datum plane, you can create a datum axis, coordinate system and point. So these are the 4 things that is used for usefulness for us, that is used for creating plane, axis, coordinate as that are available already in the workspace. These are few paths that are available that curve through XYZ point and helix and spiral. In today's lecture, what I'm going to cover, only these 8 tools, that is fillet, linear pattern, rib, draft, shell, wrap, intersect, and mirror. So with this, I'm going to start the session. First of all, we have to pay attention whenever we are going to start SolidWorks that we are working in MMGS. So click on this. So the workspace environment is going to convert with as per unified unit system. Okay. Now you can see that the tools which we have to practice are not activated right now because it needs a particular certain parent part that is required for doing these modifications. So for that purpose, what we are going to do, we have to create a part. For creating a part on any plane, you have to just right click on that plane and then select this icon. Right now its sketch module is activated because we already get inside this sketch. So this is the method by which you can create a sketch. Right now we are going to take center rectangle, then click the center point and drag your mouse freely without pressing left or right button of your mouse. Then whatever dimension you are requiring to give, kindly use your mouse gestures or you can directly click on the ribbon for create a smart dimension. Right now I'm going to take 200 for X, and for Y I'm going to take 150. After creating dimensions, you can exit from a sketch. Then if you want to add thickness in this sketch, what you have to do, you have to click on the sketch first, then click on extrude boss or base. Okay. As you click, the isometric view of that component is going to be viewed and the basic dimensions that are already available within the extrude boss as a default is going to shown. If you want to vary your dimension, you can write over here and then click, or you can pick and drag this icon for increasing or decreasing the height of your component. Right now I'm going to take 30. So I'm clicking over here. Other things which I already told you, that if you want to create different height on both sides, then with the help of direction 2 feature, you can do that. Or if you want to create hollowness of this structure or any structure, then with the help of thin feature, you can do that. Okay. Right now there is no need. So I'm not going to activate all those features. After that, you can get exit from this module by clicking over here or by clicking on the right corner of this workspace also. These both methods can take you out from the workspace of Sketch module. After this, you can see that these modification tools are activated because they need a parent part which is on which it has to be applied. Okay. So the first tool that is written over is fillet. Actually inside this there are two tools, that is fillet and chamfer. So you saw the bolts which are available in the market that have some sharp edges at their boundaries. So for keeping all the people safe while using that nut, we need a roundness at the edges or intersect or of two vertex. So with respect to this, these two tools are available. So for creating a fillet, you need to just click on that part and you have to just select any edge where you want to create fillet. Okay. There are different modules which are available within this fillet. That is constant size, variable size. Right now the constant size is selected. So you can see that the whole fillet or the whole round edges which is going to be created is constant throughout the edge. Okay, if you want to create variation, so with the help of this you can see that two things are now activated where you can fill radius as per your need. You have to just fill the value. Okay, now you can change this part. Okay, so in such a manner you can do this part, and there are also certain parameters which are available over here. You can see it is circular, conic row and conic radius. There are different features that are available within this fillet. Kindly practice yourself. I'm just giving a glimpse that how we can create these round features with respect to fillet for edges of a component. Okay, right now, or one more thing, while creating or applying these tools on a component, you can right now in the workspace you can see the full preview of this part. If somehow a complex geometry is to be created, so some users do not need a preview of what is going to happen. So with respect to that, you can deactivate all these things from full view, partial view, or no view preview. Okay, so these are the useful features which are available in the SolidWorks. That can be modified as per user needs. One more thing, that whenever you are going to apply a fillet on a parent item or a parent component, you have to select just multiple edges for applying that fillet tool on multiple edges. Okay, you just need to click whatever or wherever you want to apply this fillet, and then the section is also going to be merged with each other by just clicking or using a single click with the help of your mouse. And now you can see that I selected these 4 edges of this parent component, and all the edges are going to be filleted with the help of these tool. Okay, now click OK. So now you can see that all the corners that are created with the help of a square part now got a round edge at all its boundaries. And somehow if you forget that I need to re-edit that part, or somehow I need to no need to create a fillet on one side, so just you can re-edit that part. Just click again on that module and then exit from that part. So you can see that the editing tool features that are available in the software are so ease of use that is very beneficial for a designer point of view or for creating complex geometry with respect to our need. Okay, so this is the fillet tool that is used for creating the corner edges as a round. Now other feature of this fillet part is a chamfer module. Okay, so actually what it does basically, there are different module, the corners which are available in this component, it create a inclined edge at that part where you can create slantness of this edge. So for that, what you have to do, you can select this edge, and now you can see that this edge is inclined with respect to this. So there it requires actually two parameters for creating this inclined edge. That is, first one is angle, another one is distance. Okay, over here you can see both parameters are displayed in the workspace. If you want to increase or decrease as per your need, you can click over here and you can edit that parameter, that is around 15 if I need to take. Okay, so by just filling the value or changing the value and then click tab, with the help of which you got a whole preview that what is going to happen with your component. There are other module which is also available with this 3D modeling part, 3D part modeling, this distance. So with respect to that, what is the distance of this edge from this to this side, and what is the distance from this edge to this side, or we can say from this edge to x direction or from this edge to y direction. So with the help of this, you can create a variable fillet with the help of this tool. And then if you want to finalize the editing part, you have to just click exit. Now you can see that the corner of this component is going to be filleted as per the given dimension by the user. So these are the first tool for modifying a component as per our need. Okay. Till the time, if anyone had any query, let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to continue. Right now, the component is not in between the workspace. The keyboard shortcut for keeping the component at the center of the workspace, just click F. So you can see that without the use of mouse, by keeping or using the keyboard shortcuts, you can create the keep the component at the center. Okay. So these are few tools that we are used. The other tool that is useful for doing these things are add over here. Okay, so these are the few tools with respect to that. If you want to keep the F function with the help of icon, suppose I'm going to zoom in this by and click on this tool, the component is come in the center. While creating multiple functions on a component, if you want to zoom at a particular point and do some work, for that you can use this feature for and create a window where you want to zoom in or zoom out. So these are few tools that are available as a shortcut or icon based, that is useful for keeping the component as per user need. Okay, and this is a section cut that is required while seeing the inside section of a component. Okay, I actually do cover all these tools in earlier classes. I just reminding. Okay, right now I'm going to use the second modifying tool, that is pattern. In Sketch, there are only two patterns over here. You can see that is linear pattern and another is circular pattern. But in case of part modification, you have 7 different types of pattern as per our need. Okay, I'm going to explain one by one. The first one is linear pattern. Okay, for creating a pattern or multiple copies of a component, you need just first the component. So for that, I'm going to delete these two things which I created, delete all, and then again I'm going to create a part on this face, so that can be populated as per our need. Okay, for that I'm going to use a cylinder. For using my mouse gesture, what you have to do, you have to just press your right click and then you select the tool as per your need. So I am going to give a dimension from both the edges, so which is to be 20 right now, and the same thing is to be done over here also. So that is useful for in future. Okay, so now other thing is that I'm going to forget the diameter, leave that, there's no need. I'm going to extrude this. There's one more thing, while using the extrude tool or adding or removing material, suppose somehow you select that tool, which is right now I'm using selecting the extrude boss tool, and I need to give dimension or thickness to that component. So you can select the component also, or you can select from this tree that what is required or what is the sketch is required to be added for getting thickness of that part. Okay, so you can see this thing. Right now I'm going to give take the default value of this part, that is 30. Okay, Now what we require, we need to use this pattern tool. So for ease of use, I am selecting the component first and then select the tool, because after onwards we have to select the base part which is used as a reference component for applying these different tools. Okay, now I select the linear pattern. Now what the two things it is asking about you, that what is the distance between two copies of this parent component and what number of copies you require for creating in this part modeling. Okay, so over here first of all it is asking about the direction, parent direction. Right now I am going to click on any edge. So you can see that as I click on edge, the different or multiple copies as told by the user are created and a preview is generated with the help of a software. You can increase or decrease the distance between two objects by changing the value over here, and you can see that in an instant the changes are accommodated within the workspace. Also, these previews are helpful that whenever you are changing the value of two component distance between two component, so you can see that when I am filling the value of 20, the last component is getting outside of the geometry. So what I can do, I can decrease the number of copies that is going to be created, so that can be populated within the workspace as I required. Okay. Now, if you want to create these number of copies on the other side, the selection of edge is an important parameter for this. So on the direction 2 side, what I am going to do, I am select the second edge over here. After selecting, the copies are not created because the number of copies are not increased. It is showing that it is 1 right now. As you increase the number of copies, you can see that the on y-axis or with respect to the coordinate system over here, it is z-axis actually. So the number of copies can be increased. I'm just giving the in-between value, increasing the in-between value so that the components are not make contact with each other. So this preview feature helps or aids you that whenever you are going to do these number of copies, the component or the part is not making contact with each other, and designer get a useful preview of all the copies that are created. Okay, after creating all these modifications as per user need, also the icons which you are right now watching over here, this reverse icon in this direction or in direction 2, by clicking you can reverse the number of copies as per user need. Somehow if you select or there edge available which is outside the workspace or the parent component, like clicking on these things you can reverse the direction of the component. Okay, and if you want to exit, then with the help of exit command you can do that. The number of copies are created over here. Okay, so this is the first pattern command that is used in SolidWorks. The other second one is circular pattern. So for that we need, I'm going to delete this part. Okay, so the parent component, the parent second component is available. Now I'm going to create a circular pattern. For that I first select the component and then select, actually for this I need an axis. So with respect to that I'm going to flip this component. With respect to that, actually while flipping, the axis is representing that it is created around 270. For that I'm going to write it 180. So it is going to be flip on this side. Sorry, I'm going to fill a 360. As per user need, you can modify these things wherever you want to place this component. Okay, right now actually the number of copies to be increased, and if I need to be this component in over around this component, so I am filling over it only 10 degree. So now the component is created on the part. If you want to create this component at the center of this parent item, for that what you have to do, we need a axis, additional axis. For that what we can do, we can create an axis at the center of this component. So I am just showing you how we can do that. We can sketch on this perpendicular plane with respect to that parent component and then click over here. I am going to create a central axis. So these modifying features are useful as per your use. if you are going to practice as per your need, you can modify this thing. There's one more thing we can see over here. If I am going to create multiple copies of this circular part around this central axis, the components are populated at a very far distance. So we have to change the distance from the parent component, and for that purpose I am going to give a distance with respect to the component. Also you can give dimension with respect to the component, but over here you can see that the central axis of this circular part is not visible. For showing purpose you have to click over here and then click on this component or this icon. So you can see that the central axis of the cylindrical part is visible. Now you can dimension these two parts. So right now I am going to dimension and create a, actually this pop-up is visible because the center line is created at this coordinate point center. So it actually already fixed. So for that I am going to delete this center line right now. After that I am going to create again. So there is no problem with respect to that. I am going to create a center line over here, and then again I am going to dimension with the help of a mouse gesture. So as per suitability of user need, we can modify all these things. Now if you want to populate this component around the circularity of this, so you can see that I have to select the component, click on circular pattern, click on this circular edge. So it is not selected, the whole component selected. So for circular edge we have to select the axis. Right now it is not selecting. Okay. So now you can see that as the number of components are 2 and we fill the value of 270, if you are going to change the value, then it is going to be populated as per your need. So actually right now the whole sketch is selected. We have to create a central axis at a different, that's why then it is going to be created. Okay, right now you can see that the whole sketch is going to be populated. That is not required. Other thing is that if you want to create this thing, you can use the coordinate system also. So right now I'm going to delete this. So this is the circular pattern that is to be used for our need. Okay. So if you can also do one more thing, that you can create a circular or solid component around the center of this part, and then you can create circular pattern of this component. So as per use, these things are to be modified. Okay. Now the third pattern is mirror pattern. So for creating the same copy on opposite side, what you have to do, you have to select the part, then click on mirror. Then it is asking about which plane or which part it is to be mirrored. So for that we have to see the plane about which it can be mirrored. So the right plane which I am selecting over here. So you can see that the components are mirrored right now. You can create mirror of a mirror component on the other plane also. So by selecting these component, I am going to create a mirror and then select the front plane. So you can see that with the few clicks we can create multiple copies of the solid part at the corners of this parent component. So these are the modifying tools that is useful for modifying the component as per use. Okay. Right now I'm going to delete these mirror parts so we can apply the other modifying tools. Okay. Now next is curved mirror pattern. So sometimes it requires that whenever we are going to create multiple copies of a component, we need a path which is to be followed by the component, or the component which is to be followed. So over here I am going to create a curve where this component is to be populated. Okay, so this path is to be followed by the parent component. Right now we have to just click on the curved event pattern and we have to just select the component. Now you can see that the number of copies are created as we filled. If you want to increase or decrease the number of copies, if I am going to write 5, the number of copies are arranged or populated within the path equally with respect to each other. Okay, or you can change that value with the help of this equal spacing feature. So you can create your user defined distance with respect to each and every other component. There one more thing that sometimes it requires that when we create these multiple copies, there are few components which do not required within the path. For that, you have to use this instances to skip command feature. So suppose I do not need this component. I just click on that part. Its coordinates are already saved within the part, and it shows that it is not going to be created with the help of this instances to skip. So these are the things which is useful after exiting. You can see that the part which we skip is not created or populated within this component parent component, and the other parts are created. So instances to skip feature are useful when you do not require to create a particular component at a certain location. Okay. So this is the curve driven pattern component. Okay. The next is sketch driven pattern. For that, I'm going to delete this two things, sketch and curve driven pattern. Okay. Right now, sometimes it happens that you had a specific coordinate value where you want to create these multiple copies of a component. For that, I'm going to create different points in this plane for which I know the dimension of that component. Okay. So we have to just create dimension with respect to this. In reference to this is around 110. So this is actually user based modification that is to be required around 160. So these are the points which I know and where I need these component to be populated. Okay. After that, I am getting sketch out of this, and what it actually benefits us that with the single click you can populate this component, this cylindrical component on these nodes with the help of a single click. Okay, you do not need to create 3 times click or create 3 copies of this component. So I just click on the sketch driven pattern and then select the component features to pattern. Now you can see that with the help of single click, the coordinate value which we know already with respect to the parent component, it is created, and the instances to skip feature is in this module. Okay, so with this you can create multiple copies of this component with the help of single click. After exiting, you can see that the multiple copies of this cylindrical component are already created. Okay, so this is the third last tool. The second last is table driven pattern. Okay, so if you have some text values or some distance value already, so first I am going to delete this, and there are few things which are required for using this tool, table driven pattern. So first of all, I am going to open this tool and then let you know that what are the different things that is required for using this tool. So over here, the few things which is required, that is first is the distance with respect to the base component, that is the cylinder part, which is filled with the help of manually over here in this table or with the help of a text file that is to be used in this part, read a file from where we can pick that file and directly use that value in this pattern tool. The other thing is that we need a coordinate system as a reference, that from where it is going to be measured. Second is features to be copies and faces to copies, that where we need to populate these multiple number of copies for using these tools. So for that, what I'm going to do, first of all, I'm going to create a coordinate system, which you can get from here. Click on coordinate system, then click on this corner edge. Okay, for creating X is correct. I need Y on this side. Okay, and opposite side, so you can see that we can change the coordinate system direction as per our needs. So the coordinate system is placed. Now the other thing is that what we required, we need a notepad file for telling the values at what distance it is going to be created. So for that, what I'm going to do, I'm going to minimize all part, and we need to create a notepad file over here What we have to do, we have to fill the value of parameter where we need to create these parts. So 1, 2 and 2, 2. First of all, I am going to take this values only, pattern, then save as pattern text file, then save, then close. Now right now actually my whole screen is not visible to you. Actually I shared the only SolidWorks view, SolidWorks software view. So I think you haven't seen this text file creation part. Anybody let me know the thing which I told you, it is shown to you or not. Actually I created a text file for telling the dimension of multiple copies at a particular location from the cylindrical component. Is it seen by you or not? I think it is not.
No, sir, it is not visible.
Okay, so for that I'm going to share my whole screen right now. First of all, okay. Right now I shared my whole screen. With this, actually I'm going to create another file. So what we need to do, we have to create a text file which is required. Actually I created this pattern file which I am going to delete. And then what I have to do, I need to create a text file where I have to tell the dimension from the cylindrical component at which it is going to be located. So 1, 2, then 2, 2, whatever the unit system you followed, as per that you have to fill this values. Okay, so I named it as a pattern and then click on save. Okay, so this file is saved. Close, then open the software. Then the necessary things which is required to create multiple copies with the help of this table level pattern is created. Now click on that, browse for the text file. Actually it is not shown, so you have to click on this first, then pattern text file, then open. Okay, so you can see over here the distance which is required for creating multiple copies is already selected over here. Now the coordinate system is already selected. You just need to know that what component is going to be copied. So for that you can select directly over here. Okay, now faces to copies, so click over here. So you can see that without clicking the faces, the component copies are created. Okay, actually I'm going to place over here, and this is, so you can see that the value which is given by me, it is accepted by the module, or you can modify this value over here also. I'm going to fill the value. So it takes the value. If you want to change this value from the reference file, you have to go over there and edit. Okay, so for that what we can do, we can edit this file. So you can see over here the component is created. So you can see over here the copies are created. It is actually overlapping. Actually I give a value of 1, 2, so it actually takes the value of this, and the second value which I gave is 2, 2. So actually it create another copy on the same component. Because I create the coordinate system in the corner, so the second coordinate value which I gave over here, it creates a multiple copy on the same parent component. So while giving the value, you have to be precise that whatever values you write, it is clear to you that what is used within this feature. Okay, so this is the second last command with respect to parent, the table driven pattern. Okay, I'm going to share my screen again. Okay, so this is the table driven pattern, second last option of parent pattern command. Now I'm going to delete these two things, this coordinate and pattern, so that we have to proceed with the next parent tool. The last one is fill pattern. Okay, for that I'm going to select the component and then click on fill pattern. In this case you just need to select the area or face or any profile where you want to populate these number of copies as per your need. So you can see that I just selected this parent cylindrical component, and then in the fill boundary I selected the face where as per population available within this overall area, which is calculated automatically, it populates within the region roughly manner. Okay, there are multiple patterns which are available in this module where you can populate these component as per user need. You can see in this square module that each component is populated as per your need. The other thing is that you can modify these values as per your need. Okay, also the most important thing is that sometimes we need to skip few components. So as the other tool, we can skip few copies which we do not require as per user need. So values are saved over here. Also you can see that if you are going to measure the value with the help of this, you can see, okay, after clicking you can see that multiple copies of this component are created. So these are the 7 different tools that are used for creating copies of a cylindrical component or any other component. That it depend on the user end that how they are going to use these tools for creating multiple copies. Okay. So I'm going to delete this one. Okay. Now the third tool is over rib. For that I need another surface or another plate on the other side of this component. So for that I'm going to create a sketch on this face. See, the user which is using the software as per their need, they can use the software according to their modifications. So actually I am going to create a slab on this side and then give thickness, certain thickness. Okay, so now we have a L-shaped type of structure. Now what is required for creating a rib? You need a sketch which is required while connecting these two faces. So over here you can see that it is asking about a plane. So we can select this plane. Okay. For view you can rotate the component. Okay. Over here you can see that the sketch module is available. So you can see that after clicking creating the line, this module is going to be created, this rib is going to be created, and you see this that the direction which is right now acting on the inside. So after exiting, you can change the thickness value or of both sides by selecting these parameters, or from first side or from both side or from left side, second side. So you can give the thickness as blind or as at the center or as at from right side. Okay, so these are the few tools that are available. You can also flip the direction of material. Right now the material is going to be added on the inside of these two things. So after editing you can see that the rib is added. So in such a manner, actually whenever we have to create a L type of a structure, we need a support in between the two plates. So with the help of rib feature, we are going to support this component with the help of this rib tool. Okay, now I leave right now draft tool after, because I need another component for creating a draft. Right now I'm going to tell you about shell. For shell, whatever face you require and whatever dimension you required, you can create. Right now the dimension of thickness is 10, so we can create. So you can see that by selecting a face and giving a value of thickness, the whole component is hollow, and the base part also leaves a 10 millimeter thickness, which we can see from the line wire diagram. Okay, so over here you can see that we have a 10 millimeter throughout the section. This can be shown with the help of section cut view also. So if suppose if I took this plane and create the section cut of this part, so you can see that the whole closed object is selected, and with a single click the whole component is hollow. So these things are very useful as per designer point of view, so that can be used. Okay, now the wrap command. Suppose I need to write something on this plate, okay, this face, okay. So for that, what I have to do, I need to, right now the plane which is available, actually this writes something on this plane, okay. Suppose I need to write on this plane, so I need to create a datum plane with respect to this plane which is right plane available. Flip this side and increasing the distance, so I can write something on that plane. Now right click on that part, sketch, keep the part normal. See, we right now at we on the component side. If you want to opposite side, it is the same thing. We have to just write. You can also use a path for that. Or if you want to write the coordinate system where it is available, it is writing. Okay. So if you need to create a path, for that what you have to do, you need to create a center line. So suppose I need to write on this part, okay, then exit and then select the sketch module and then write works. Click on the sketch part and select the sketch. So you can see whatever we wrote, it was written on the plane. Right now what I require, I want to project this written material on the surface, okay. So select the sketch, click on wrap and select the face. Now you can see that it is written on the surface. Actually, if I want to create the mirror part, and that is required to be done from other side, okay. So we need to write this SolidWorks software on the edge selection. I am going to show you how. Actually, when I created the sketch module, right now I'm going to delete the undo the written part. Now what I am going to do, actually we need to create this part or this edge from the other side. So for that purpose, what I'm going to, I'm going to delete this center line and going to create a line from this to this side. This actually flips the written material which we want to project, okay. After that, text, select this edge, write solid works. So you can see that by flipping the image, what is happening, we can flip the side of the component, written material. Now if you want to project, what we have to do, we have to just click on wrap, select the surface, sorry, this is not surface, this is the surface. So it is going to be projected. There are three features which are available in this module, that are emboss, deboss and scribe. Scribe means you just project the name on the face. The other is emboss. In case of emboss, the face is going to be projected with the written material. So if I put a value of 4 and then click OK, now you can see the written material is going to be projected outside of the component. Over here you can see that, okay. Now if you want to, if you select the deboss feature, it is going to remove the material from that part that I am going to show you. If you are going to select the deboss feature, then it is going to remove material that I can show with the help of cut plane. So over here you can see that the part of the thickness value which we gave for cutting the written material, it is shown. So in such a manner you can engrave anything on a particular component as per your need, okay. Now this intersect command, for this we need a line or surface. For that what we are going to do, we have to create a line on this plane, then create a line as per your need, then go to surface module and extrude this line. So you can see that this line is going to be converted in surface, then click on that. Then in case of feature, when you are going to intersect, we need this part and this whole geometry, and then click on intersect. So you can see that actually we are not deselecting that which part we need to keep and which we want to. Now you can see that which part you want to remove from the part. So if you are going to select this part and then click OK, so you can see that. Okay, actually right now I'm going to edit again. Delete. There one more thing. Set. Okay, then click OK. Actually what region is showing, it is important. Regions to exclude. So now you can see that the part which we need to keep or the part which we need to remove, in such a manner you can cut that part and you can hide this module, so better visualization is available. Okay, so in such a manner these surface tools are used. Okay, I'm going to remove all these tools. This is sketch module also. Actually all the parts are hidden right now, so we have to show them. I think there may be some graphics problem due to which the whole components are not shown. Actually we have to delete all the component one by one, that's why this thing is created. For that I'm going to undo and delete one by one, so this can be, the parent part should be keep. I am just deleting the component which is not required right now. Okay, actually the mirror tool is available. So what we need to do, we have to use mirror tool in the same manner we used earlier. So I'm going to mirror this part if the middle plane is available, so it is available. So what I am going to do, I am going to mirror this left hand side component to the other side. For that I am going to select the plane which is available, right plane, and select, then click OK. So in such a manner you can create copy of this component. Okay, the draft tool which is left over here, for that I am going to select this rectangular part, or going to delete this both part. Yes, delete this sketch also. Now the last draft which is available over here, select, flip by an angle of faces to draft. Okay, actually I need a circular component for better visualization, so for that I am going to create a, so I'm going to delete all the parts. Okay, I'm going to create a part on top, cylindrical component, then create a cylinder, give the height, keep it mid plane, 200 value. Now this is useful for telling the draft feature. Now click on draft, neutral plane, so you can select this plane, or the plane is selected in this middle plane. Okay, face draft, sorry, a long time ago. So you can see that by selecting the face, there are few more features available in the draft. I'm going to show you that I'm selecting the neutral plane and select the face from where you want to create a draft. There are few more features which are available in the draft command. That by editing feature, you can see over here that parting line. For that, actually, we need a parting line, a line which is required at this top plane. Step draft means if you want to create a draft on both sides by different value, so you need two different sides. Okay, so you can see that this can be done by tapered steps or perpendicular step. Parting line, in parting line you need to require a center line where you want to create parting draft from both sides. So actually therefore that I need a line which is to be created at this plane. Okay, so these are the different modifying tools that are used for changing the shape of a component or whole assembly. Okay, so for the today's session, this is all from my side.